Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one is going to be on Barrett Barrage. So Barrett is the new weekend poster, and he is an aggressive trickster. He also is reality era, so that's good news. We haven't had a reality era trickster in a while. See what he's got for links. He's got the reality era, matching any color gems. Charges move that color by one more move point, and then he's got the stock Barrett's Barrage gear. He's a trainer. At 6-star, botch gems do 100% more damage. So an upgraded Seamus, who at 21k does 60%. So, you know, if you get him, you would take him to 18k and be more effective than Seamus. Solid trainer when it's required. I have 3 build sets for you guys. And this first one is rough, but it is his only really way to use the finisher, so we're going to run it. Wasteland, 10 MP finisher, deal 178k damage, make 24 leech gems into red. Belly to belly superplex, 5 MP red, deal 92k damage, choose 1 gem to make into a 2-turn juggernaut gem. That will make the bottom row into pyro gems, which will modify all gems above it into leech gems of strength 67k when broken by you on every countdown turn. And make 7 pyro gems into purple at the end of your countdown. And then we have a 7 MP short arm clothesline stun, 121k damage, force your opponent to skip their turn for 1 turn. Entourage, I'm going to go over this. I don't have it on right now, but I'm going to talk about the why. So if you were going to try and use this in feud, 1, you never should. But if you were, if you used Montez and you used X-Pac, 1 3-match would load the stun. So the idea behind this is hit the stun, get a 3-match, hit the stun again, so your juggernauts can go off without you getting hit. Because you get hit, probably going to mess your stuff up a little bit. So that's the goal behind it. However, unfortunately, because it's a 7-charge move, you also need Santa Hogan. So we can't use any of our amazing flat gem damage coaches that we got for this one. Disclosure, it wouldn't help enough to matter. So here we go against Ricochet. I'm going to apologize in advance for this match. I'm not Nostradamus. I just have tried it a few times, and I know how this is going to go. So everything's great. We have a red match. We're going to stun him for 1 turn. Then we're going to put our 1 lonely juggernaut gem out. Things are looking positive right now. Now we're going to swipe. So this is the only scenario where this works. Is we got another red match. So you actually need 2 red matches. And here's why. Because when we swipe, and I'm not going to put the Juggernaut gem out, you'll see why in a minute. When we swipe, we cause a pin. Because you're moving the pin bar, and then you're matching 5. So if you don't get back-to-back stuns, it's their turn, and they mess up your board even more than this. As you can see, right here. So now that you've seen all the moves once, this is going to 2 times speed because we're going to be here for a while. Let's see how long. We started this around 4 minutes. We're lucky we'll get some red matches and maybe we can get some stuff done. So if we hit our leech gem move, we have a few leech gems right now. I'm going to go ahead and do that, actually. It's going to be our best chance to not have this take forever. You can see Ricochet also will overwrite your Juggernaut gem often. But lots of people will overwrite, destroy them in matches. We're very lucky we have a red match again. We have 2, actually. So we may even get this off and hit for the normal amount. Maybe. Obviously you go before you can hit the stun, so we pin anyway. At least he can't do his move. So that's a little bit helpful. So this is by far, in the multiple times I've tried this, the best board I've came up with. Literally everything has went perfect so far. All that trouble for a 3 million hit. Do not want to put that out. And again, as you can see, so you see the problem with this. At minimum, this needs to be a 2-turn stun, at minimum. And even were it a 2-turn stun, he simply just doesn't hit hard with this build. And I will use the term build loosely. Please stay down. Yeah, no. And you can see the problem. We're going to pin again. Or we can hit our stun. And now he's going to miss. See why I turned it to 2 times speed as well. Fixed or dodge. Excellent game mechanic. Let's just hope this is enough to keep him down. Okay, so at 2 times speed, that was a 4.5 minute match and extremely painful. Obviously, there's no scenario where I could ever recommend taking that into a competitive mode. Now, there's one move that I'm not going to use because it's for this moveset, and it would be even worse. And that's the backbreaker. You wouldn't be able to have this done. And it's only 134k for each of the 7 leech gems. So that's like not even 1 million damage. Complete, and it's 39k damage at 4 MP. That's just a 100%. Like, the only way this will ever be useful is if there's a boss battle where there's like 170 times bonus for those 7 pyros. And yeah, don't get me started. Alright, now that that's done, let's move on to other stuff. It's got to get better, yeah? And I will cover the strap now that I'm over my whatever for that part. I have an all heart plate on, which is going to buff the purple gems 100% after every sub for 3 turns. I got, and by the way, this was all with Fury 2s, so we're rocking at 120% gem damage, and the finisher had a 130% move damage medal on it. So, next move set. It is better. We're going to go with the chokehold, the diving elbow drop, and the neck breaker. So the diving elbow drop, 4 MP purple, 76k damage, increase your black MP by 6. The chokehold submission, 8 MP, make 25 random sub gems, 168k 3 turns, remaining turn into traps. Broken by your opponent, deal 53k damage and increase your black MP by 3. Broken by you deals 89k damage. And then a neck breaker, make 20 trap gems into purple, that's 8 MP black as well. Entourage for this one. We're using all of the purple flat gems. So Razor as a 12k at 12k damage when you get him to 21k. And Motu Ray is also 12k purple. And then we got Lacy for purple gem damage percentage. And then Woods to start. So obviously the idea behind this is turn the traps into purple after the sub. There's some setup required. Let's see how we do this one. We're going to start this one 11. So you hit this move. Everything's great here. Loads your sub. Also great. Gotta love turn 1 sub. Now, if we're lucky, he breaks enough traps to load it, which he didn't. So now we have no choice. We have to hit the move, but that's fine because there's actually a decent cluster, right? We're going to make a lot of purple matches. That's what you're looking for with this, purple matches, unless the sub's low. So we're good. We're going to hit it. Should be a decent hit. Ish. 2.5 million. Now his move is ready, so we're just going right back to the sub. There are traps on the board, so if we get lucky, it'll refill the sub. If he breaks 3 of them. Which he didn't, and his move is full. So we could hit it, but we wouldn't keep him down, so I'm going to hit the sub once more, and then we should have a very nice board of traps, buffed several times from the All Heart. So this should be what we're looking for. This is your win scenario with him. Get the board full of traps, get your buff rolling, and then hit a theoretically a nice big shot. Let's see what we do. Got a really nice cascade, kind of saving us. 5.5 million, which is about as hard as we're gonna hit. He's breaking some more traps, hurting himself some more, and just doesn't kick out. So that's not terrible. That's a 2 minute 15-second win. Not terrible. This is probably the best moveset in my opinion. We're going to run triple black. The one move you haven't seen, other than the backbreaker, which I'm not running, is the sleeper hold. So we're going to use that instead of the diving elbow drop. So we're double subbing it. You'll see why. Chokehold, or sleeper hold, 8 MP, 7 sub gems, 151k, 4 turns, right? Entourage is basically the same, except we need to start with 8 black MP. So in comes another black MP trainer. If there's a black MP trainer that does 100% sub damage, I think there is. I don't have them, obviously. And starts with 2 MP, that would be clutch here. So it would kind of double your sub damage, and that would be not bad at all, right? Instead of NWO Ted. So this is, in my opinion, his best moveset. Except I forgot to put the right trainer on. I put the wrong Woods on. I do that every time I see Woods, and I'm like, I have the right one. Haha. Well, guess what, dummy? You do not. You do not.
What?
Alright, everybody. I mean, same diff though. Yeah, we're just gonna start, you know, turn 1 next turn, essentially. All this never happened. Just pretend like this didn't happen. Mherex is really smart. Does very smart things. That's what we're gonna go with. That's what I tell myself anyway. Alright. He's also, the countdowns are gonna mess up this, because they're gonna override it with yeah, that. This sub doesn't do anything. Just play sub gen. It's really, it's just a sub. It's been a while. Obviously, this is not working as intended right this second, because Mherex is big dumb. So we're gonna be having to run this one in. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. What a goober. Alright, now it's gonna be like we're starting turn 1. Goodness. This is a great one for the build that I'll never make. Here we go. Starting out the match now. Okay. If he would have filled it, I would hit the sub again right away. But it's fine. We're going to hit this one. We're going to do, basically with this, we're just going to triple sub to get the board full and then hit the move. So we should have 3 buffs-ish, or 2, depending how they stacks count. And once you have this, it's easy to refill, right? We're going to get pinned as well, which we don't want. That's amazing. Maybe this isn't my favorite set. I don't know. He does damage to himself with the traps that are out, too. If you don't like the board, I'm going to get pinned, so I'm going to hit the sub again when I get unpinned, because I'm going to lose stacks. So you basically just reset it until you get the board you want. It's kind of weird, like silly. It's just sub, 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 sub. Sub some more. Don't feel like subbing, and then hopefully hit a big boom. 4.5 million. Not really a big boom. That's a big boom for Barrett. Like I said, 5.5, 4.5. I'll run this again. With the right trainers. We're going to go to 2 times speed because really... This is Barrett. One more time. With the right MP trainer. The right woods. We need not unicorn woods. We need other woods. That was... Previous, bruh. Why not? Why not? It's been he's that kind of poster anyway. Why not freeze? Could edit this out, but you know that would be way too difficult for me. And then you'd miss thrilling content like this, which might be the most fascinating thing I've done today. And for some reason, it makes me do this. Why did it screw that all up? I don't know. Barrett's picking it up okay. I'm a big fan of Barrett, right? Like, big fan of Barrett. And, you know, getting a new Barrett, I was really hoping for a striker with a nasty bull hammer finisher that would just be, like, brutal and really feel like Barrett. Um, and this is what we got. And I will talk about him as soon as I actually run this one more time properly and where I think he fits in. Also talk about him in relation to the 6-star silver meta now. What I think about that. Oh, lost my hit points too. 777 health packs. Alright, no problem. Here we go. Amazing how much better this works when you put the right MP trainers on. In a perfect world, he breaks 3 traps like that, and you can just go right back to the primary sub again to get more traps on the board, and he's going to refill it again. He's also, for sure with this video, he's also going to pin us, which is fine, because I want to hit the sub once more anyway to maximize the buff. See if we can keep him down first turn. Well, not first turn. Third turn. Fourth. Whatever it may be. You know what I mean. Very good spread. 5 mil. It's not gonna do it. It is gonna do it. Alright, there you go. Okay. So, you were looking forward to Barrett. Where does he fit in with Tricksters? I was looking forward to Barrett. Well, I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you, everybody. I would not level him other than, and use him other than for requirements. When I'm forced to. He'll be fine for tours. He's the best reality era. But that's where it ends. Better. Better. Definitely better. Riddle can hit much harder with the new stuff. Anyway, you get the picture. He's average at best. I find him to be really frustrating. He's just there for era coverage and when you're required to use him, in my opinion. Especially since almost all of his damage is sub-based and wimpy trap-based. He is not going to translate well. I mean, there's showboats. Highest I've seen so far is 85 million health. And, 40 million, you'll see a bunch of showboat health. I can't imagine trying to chew through them. His gem damage is pretty low. At least half of what you're seeing, or pretty close to half of the gem damage you're seeing, is from the trap damage, where it's 53k per trap. A lot of it's from that. So, like at 6-star silver, the 5 million pin you're seeing is not going to be 10 million. It's going to be more like 7.75. So this one is a huge pass in my opinion, unless you're a Pokemon collector. It's really unfortunate. You can't use the finisher with the Pyro Gems. That whole thing is just completely messed up. At the very least, when the last one goes off, it needs to not move the pin bar, and this needs to be a 2-turn stun, and the Leech Gems should probably have triple the strength, to be honest, to save that moveset. It's just bad, really bad. This is laughable. Like, it's just, there's no reason to ever use it unless there's, like we just had for Patterson with Row Break, some kind of crazy boost like that. And yeah, that's where I'm at. Also, this sub, the damage when your opponent breaks the traps or you break them, that needs to be minimum probably doubled or tripled for the 6-star silver. Probably tripled for 6-star silver. And I don't see any of that happening. So for me, like, this one is disappointing because I'm a big Barrett fan. Is he usable? Absolutely. Honestly, a fancy strap doesn't make that much difference, but it will make some. It's everything's going to be slow. If you don't have an all-heart skill plate, avoid completely. Yeah, he's good for Reality Rex, but I'm disappointed overall. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share because it helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there.